it's me, Canadensis, and today's video is going to be an unboxing and review of this beautiful Mermaid High doll. This is Finley, and this is from the original Mermaid High series. I've just been kind of slow to collect these. I've been very excited for them, and I think they're fantastic dolls, and I'll get into why I think so, but I've been prioritizing other doll lines. This one was actually sent to me as a gift, so thank you so much to Quasi. If you're watching this, I'm so excited about her, and I appreciate you sending her to me so much. And I hope your cats are doing well. So one of my favorite things about Mermaid High just on the shelf is that the box design is so much fun, and it screams Winx Club to me. Like the Jakks Pacific Winx Club dolls and now the Witty Toys dolls that mimic the Jakks Pacific Winx like box style, these just look so much like it, and I think it's so much fun. These boxes are super cool. And then onto the back we can see this amazing holographic mess. So it says Mermaid High / for fashion. And it says, dive deep into the world of Mermaid High, an oceanside school named after legendary tales of mermaid sightings. 4 new students are making serious waves with their unique style and outrageous personalities, but they've got a big secret. They're actually mermaids. Real mermaids at Mermaid High? Yep, but you've never seen mermaids like this before. Fins, fashion, friendship, as deep as the oceans, MFFs forever, which they did have to clarify as Mer Friends forever. And we've got 4 characters in this series, so I'm only missing Mari now. I got these 2 closer to when they had come out, and then this one, of course, I'm holding in my hands, was sent to me by Quasi, and very excited about these. I really like Spin Master's dolls. Like, I think they always do a great job, and I'm very curious about this one. I've seen some really interesting details of hers, like her really cool shorts. I'm really excited to kind of feel in my hand, and she has a charm on her tail too. Also, if you guys have never watched the Mermaid High show, it's actually pretty good. It doesn't update regularly enough for my liking, but it's really cute, and the animation is really adorable too. I really like it. Anyway, now let's get her out of the box. These dolls take a long time to unbox. Like, they are super well packaged in here, but thankfully her hair doesn't get too damaged, and the fabric clothing doesn't have ties through it. There was only one piece that did. Finley is now out of the box, and I have to say, I'm sure I've said this in every other Mermaid High unboxing I've done, but the unboxing experience is truly traumatic. I mean, the dolls are like really well packaged, but it's a chore. I remember when the Jakks Pacific Winx Club dolls came out, tell me you remember this, I think it was Sailor Eric 97 had a video on how to unbox them, and at the time I was like, that's so silly, but looking back, like, those dolls were actually really difficult to unbox, so that was like actually a really useful video. Anyway, that's just a little anecdote. I like to throw those in sometimes. First impression already, I really wish Spin Master still had access to doll grade Kinecolon. I know it was discontinued, but Spin Master was consistently using doll grade Kinecolon until it was gone. And this is, I believe, metallic nylon, which is kind of a strange choice. Metallic nylon is just called that because it's shinier than regular nylon. And it's nice, but it's not my preferred hair fiber, but it is super soft and it's not super tangled coming right out of the box. Although I will say that this comb is not going to do you any favors. You need to invest in a metal brush, but it is a cute little comb. It is cute. She comes with a couple of accessories. So of course they come with like a second outfit kind of. They come with bottoms and shoes so that you can transform them from mermaid to human, but they keep the same top. So Finley has a strangely higher budget than the other 2 from series 1 that I have, although maybe Mari retains this budget, but it's weird that Oceana didn't have any kind of detail to her clothing. It was all printed on, but Finley gets all sorts of detail. This is like a rainbow high quality piece. I just think that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why that is. I assume Finley was meant to be the main character, but even in the show, she's not the main character. Sierra is, but Sierra didn't have this high quality either, so not really sure. The shoes are amazing. Look at the mold on these, and every doll had amazing shoes, but hers don't have painted details. Oceana's do, so I don't really know. Oceana, I know. I just, for some reason, I prefer to call her Oceana, so I'm just gonna do it. Makes me happy. But look at these with the little fish and the little wave and the flower shape on the heel. It's just beautiful. They look like they would be like a basket weave type of shoe, which I actually like. Are they called espadrilles? I don't know. And then Fringe Bag. Really cute. I like the painted detail on this piece a lot. I think it's a nice piece. I wish it opened, but it doesn't need to. I like the material it's made out of. It's very like, I don't know, it's satisfying to hold, I guess. I don't know what that means. And then this is her shell laptop, and then probably earrings are going to be in here. Yeah, she has pierced ears, so probably earrings. Comb again, and then sunglasses. So you do get quite a bit of stuff. Oh, fun. They're like kaleidoscopes. Interesting. And then, of course, you get the doll. So Finley is, like, decked out. we forgot to look at the ID card. I miss accessories like this with dolls. I love that Mermaid High comes with these. So it says Mermaid High student ID, Mer style is boho, which we can definitely see. Her favorite school subject is art. Her favorite food is seaweed tacos. Her pet is her sea turtle avocado. I really wish these dolls had their pets. But I feel like with lines like Bratzilla's and Novi Stars, when they released the pets, they like clearanced out and nobody wanted them. So I feel like doll lines are scared to try that again. But I would love to meet Avocado. And then her mer power is that she can communicate with animals. Her favorite color is marine green, which I'm not seeing translated into her outfit. And her ocean catchphrase is namaste, like namaste. That pun didn't, it wasn't as effective as they thought it was, but it's okay. It's interesting that it's not like trademarked. Every Monster High-ism was always trademarked. I always thought that was funny. Anyway, so here's Finley, and she has so much detail to her that I'm really surprised. I had seen this on somebody else's doll before, but she actually has 2 charms on her tail, and her tail has these like braided ropes, cords on them. And I don't know, she just has like much higher quality to her materials and construction than the others, and I think it's really interesting. She also has the most natural mermaid tail. I love the Mermaid High tails. I normally prefer non-fabric tails, and I've said this before many times, but I think these are super well executed, and I like that you get the knee joint in there because there's just legs under there, and you get the option of transforming them into people, which is part of the show. She has 2 charms. She has this little rainbow one and this little flower one. So are those basically piercings? You'll have to let me know, Finley. I have no idea how that works. And because they're not like on a rope, they are just sewn in. So that would be like a piercing. And then she has this really cute little belt that matches with her headpiece that we'll look at in just a second. And the belt has a really cute little starfish and then pearls and some scallops. And it connects in the back with this. These closures are the bane of my existence. Ever since I was a kid, I hate these. You know what I mean if you've ever had to deal with one. And then her top is super cool. She has these big poofy sleeves that are off the shoulder, and then she has just like this wrap top thing that has, I'm pretty sure this is a gradient. Yeah, so this organza is a gradient, but they've pleated it. It's so interesting and pretty, and then there are some straps coming out. And onto the back. Really, really nice. And I love the color story that her outfit tells. It's very, very pretty. And then moving on up, we can look at her face. So she has a ton of hair on her head, by the way. Really good rooting pattern. Lots of hair per plug. No issues there. And I like the subtle orange hints in the hair as well. Very pretty. Her face is one of the ones that I'm not as on board with. Her and Sierra, their faces aren't my favorite, but Oceana and Mari have really nice faces, but these ones look more fishy, which is probably what they were going for. And she actually has a lot of makeup on, and I love her freckles, although she has these super like cartoony freckles here and then these more realistic like spattered freckles here. It's kind of interesting, right? I don't know, that's kind of strange. And she has these really, really beautiful eyes, and I love the eye makeup. Really, really pretty. And her face, to me, in pictures online and in the stock photos especially, it was a little jarring, but in person I think she looks a lot better. Like, trust me, if she looks a little off on camera and you're kind of thinking about getting Mermaid High dolls, just go see them at the store and make your impression there, and then you can make an informed decision on whether or not you would like to invest in them going forward. And then her crown is super cool too. It's really elaborate. So she's got a starfish on both sides and basically like a bow shape of pearls. And then there are 5 strings of pearls with little scallops and starfish in them that all lead to the same spot on the back to make this like cool beaded effect piece. I really like the mold of it. I think it needs to be painted, so that might be a fun project for me to like paint it. I don't know. It's a very cute piece though. And then we need to figure out what's in the shell laptop. So let's see. You're supposed to do this like water thing, but it's okay. And you can see that she is currently FaceTiming with Sierra. Or is it implying that she is currently drawing? Did she draw the amazing Mermaid High box art that Darko Dordovic drew? Maybe. I'm pretty sure that's the artist behind Mermaid High. I could be wrong. And then, so the surprise indeed was earrings, and they have these tiny little fish on them. I assume the fish is meant to face forward, so get to the earrings. Ah, yes. the classic problem. Her earring holes are so small, and the posts on these are very wide and short. So those aren't going to go in. Those are not going to go in. So I'm actually going to go bore her piercing holes a little bigger so that I can put these in. She's used to it because she has these tail piercings, you know. And then I'm also going to switch her into her human outfit, so I will be right back. Alright, so I've switched Finley into her human form, but you guys have to keep her secret, okay? And she has really shimmery lips, and I noticed that when I was pulling her closer to me, so I just wanted to point that out because that's really cute. And I really like these sunglasses. These are adorable. They also kind of make her eyes look bigger. They're kind of actually magnifying them, so it's kind of funny. And I like that they're partially transparent, like real sunglasses would be. And then here's the earrings in. They were pretty easy to put in after I used the push pins because their heads are pretty hard, but I don't know. It worked quite well. But again, and I know I say this all the time and you're sick to death of it, but if you've never experienced a doll with earrings that have short posts and you end up with one, trust me, you will be bothered. Why are we molding things with short posts? I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand it. They fall out so easily and then you lose the earring and then you've lost like a fun accessory to your doll and nobody wants that. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's frustrating. I feel like we are long past the time that that would be acceptable. So it's just weird to me. Anyway, I kind of wanted to go over her articulation too, in case you guys aren't familiar with these dolls and you're kind of interested in them. They only have side-to-side motion at the head, unfortunately. There's a slight up and down, but it doesn't hold, so it's not actually a movement of the joint. So just side-to-side, which is a major shame in my opinion. I really, really like when they can look up and down. It adds so much to posability, even though you wouldn't think that it would. And then they have a really nice range of motion at the shoulder. The elbows are awful, which I like to joke about this because Spin Master were the masterminds behind Live dolls. Live dolls were revolutionary when they came out in the fashion doll market because they had such good articulation. So it's weird to me that the same company will be making these mistakes. So this is the same problem that I have with Winx Club dolls, but these are slightly better. She can hit a right angle here, which is fine, but she doesn't have a wrist joint, which is annoying, and she can only hit like, I don't know, like a 140-degree angle here because they've carved this joint weird. Why would you do that? You see what I mean? I don't know, it's kind of strange. And you actually need that to have freed motion because she doesn't have an articulated wrist, so you can't hit as many poses as you would be able to. I don't know, it's just kind of strange. She's a very cute doll, but that kind of thing drives me crazy. Y'all know how I feel about the wrist articulation problem. They don't have a chest joint. I think they would really benefit from one, but I understand that they don't. It's kind of a rarer joint in dolls, and then they do have a knee joint, but again, why did they carve it like this? Like, you can still see the joint here, so there was no reason to carve it where it kind of goes downward a little bit. Because now it doesn't... I don't know, it's kind of bizarre. It's just a little bizarre, and it is something I will always point out because it frustrates me. I did say that the pants were, like, Rainbow High quality. I meant material quality, mostly the construction quality, too. Like, she has working belt loops, which is pretty cool, but she doesn't have working pockets like Rainbow High generally does, but I don't expect that ever in dolls, but I really, really love it when it's there, so I'm not saying that as, like, this tiny 1/6 scale doll doesn't have working pockets. Like, I don't care, but it's really cool when they do have them, obviously. The shorts fit very high-waisted, but you could pull them down a little bit if you wanted to. I'm actually really surprised by the working belt loops. I'm not sure why she has them, though, because this certainly wouldn't fit, but I appreciate it regardless. It makes them look much more real. I love the little tassels that draw in from the tail. That's adorable. And then it has these little... They're called, like, iron... I don't remember what they're called, but they're just little iron-on stone things. And she also has one there to look like a button on her pants, which is awesome. And all of the stitch detail is actually stitched, and this material is a really nice, like, denim material. I'm very impressed by this, especially considering Oceana back there has printed on clothing. Every single detail is printed on. So Finley got, like, a lot better attention to detail on her for whatever reason. She clearly had a higher budget on her. And then these are the shoes. She doesn't have painted shoes like Oceana does, so that is a difference. And Finley doesn't have painted accessories, but I would rather have higher quality clothes than painted accessories any day. But this is what the shoes look like on her feet. They're super, super cute. And with that, that is it for this video. Again, huge thank you to Quasi for sending Finley to me. I know you found her on clearance and you knew I didn't have her, but like it means so much to me that you like took the time to get her for me, and I really, really love her. She's super, super cute. I can't believe how high quality the clothing is, and I'm excited to play mix and match with the clothes. Although with her, I'm having a lot of trouble deciding how I want to display her. With most of them, I choose to just display them as people. For some reason, as much as I love mermaids and mermaid dolls, I really like these dolls as people a little bit more. But Finley's tail is so cool. I am planning to maybe eventually, if they're on clearance again, get doubles so that I can have one as a mermaid and one in the human form, just because I really like these dolls. I think they're really nice. I think they're going to stick around in stores for a while, and they're going to kind of be, they're going to coast on by, no pun intended, and keep on going. The show is really good, and I feel like the show is actually pretty successful, and I'm really enjoying it. I think the Spring Break dolls are awesome, and there's been other dolls that have been not like formally announced, and I wouldn't call it a leak either, but we've seen some photos of the newer dolls that they're planning on releasing, and they look very promising. There's a lot going on with Mermaid High, and I really like them. I know I haven't been covering them as much on my channel, as excited for them as I am. There's just other dolls that interest me more. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you think of Mermaid High. Do you have any of them? Are you interested in them? If you're not interested in them, I'd love to know. Well, not like I'd love to know why you hate them, but you know, let me know. If I wasn't in my position that I'm in now as an adult, where I'm working multiple jobs and can afford the amount of dolls that I'm buying right now, I would have probably skipped Mermaid High after my first one. And I hate to say that, but the biggest reasons are that and articulation isn't everything for me, but the lack of wrist articulation when you have everything else is just bizarre to me. The hair quality can be a little hit and miss, and sometimes the facial screenings aren't my favorite, but they've been improving. Like, I like all the Spring Break ones a lot more, and except for Finley, the clothing was not this nice. I'm very, very impressed with the clothing on her. But I'm very glad that I do get to add them to my collection. I've been enjoying them. I think they're really nice, and I think their price point is very, very fair, actually, but I am a little worried about them for when Monster High actually hits the stores. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much to Quasi for sending her to me, and send my warm wishes to your beautiful, beautiful cat. Okay, for real this time, thanks so much for watching. Bye!